Hello, everyone, and welcome to Clear Blocks to Successful Hybrid Public Speaking. And what I'm excited about today is that we're going to all get an opportunity, including myself, to really look at the modern day issue of how to run with a live audience and how to be working online like we're here today at the same time. Rose, let's come to you now. How are you, Rose?
I'm doing great, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well. You enjoying today?
I am. My heart's racing because I rushed to get internet connection, like with the cable. I had to do it, so it's like
I
rushing
got really
around.
clear. Of course, look, that's one of the issues that can happen. And,
Yep.
certainly we're going to talk about that later, about this idea, things can go wrong, like
Mhm.
the biggest thing for me once is I was live and the computer wasn't plugged in properly. And it was a live Facebook event. Halfway through, my whole computer just died. Now, what was really interesting, you need to know this, is when I plugged it in and I eventually got back on, it was still going. So somehow it was still picking up the voice component and everyone was hearing it. So luckily I didn't swear at the computer. That was the first thing I could have easily done.
Yep.
And just stay cool. Whatever happens, happens. I've done literally over 300 hours of live content in the last couple of years, and things happen. Like, that's just part of it. We're just going to deal with that. I've got a really cool statement for you, and it sort of is around that a little bit. It's, I am present when I speak.
I am present when I speak.
Okay, yeah. So can you relate to that one at all?
Yes. Yep.
What's the
Yes.
stress? It's around about being really present when you speak. What's the stress about that for you?
I don't know if it's necessarily stress. I do try to be present. It is part of my practice,
Okay.
but there are times when something happens out here
So
and
what happens, how do you feel with technology? Because what's sort of coming up is like technology gets you.
no, actually I spent 10 years in technology.
Okay.
And I was just dealing with a technology issue on the phone with somebody, so
Okay.
you're definitely picking up a whole thing about technology that was just
Yeah,
happening.
it's funny. And again, look, I've had the same thing. I worked with computers for 10 years, which is
Yeah,
why I resisted having an online Gmail account or even like a
yeah.
calendar, because I didn't trust them, because I was waiting for it to crash all the time. And
No, I'm
but
comfortable
it
with
is,
technology, so it's
yeah.
it's it's. I just want it to be, it's got to be functioning, and I get annoyed that when it's not, and it hasn't been for the last 2 days in my home. So I literally ran out to a store to buy a cable, so I didn't have to use my Wi-Fi, and I could be on here. That's,
You did
so
really, really well. I just
thank
want you to
you.
recognize now, I want you to be fully present with us. All
Yeah.
right, as we sort of do this process, and recognizing that technical stuff's always going to be there, and certainly we're going to talk about it later. Always great if you're doing a large group, you've got technical support. Like, we've got Jason supporting us on this. I've got Heather supporting the chat room, because I can't do everything. So it's just making sure that you've got support there with you, and it just takes that pressure off. I don't know, I better check the messages. Someone else is taking care of that, and I can be fully present with you. All right. Beth, I'm going to bring you on for this one as well, actually.
Yes, sir.
So can you say for me, I am present when I speak?
I am present when I speak.
Okay. What's really interesting in your case is that you are coming up as being present until you speak.
Correct.
What's that about?
I have this fear of speaking in front of in the public setting. So no matter what my intelligence is, what I've done in my life, it all goes out the window. So, and I start stumbling. That's what I do.
Okay. So let's actually just clear this. I think it's just good awareness of what happens. And I just really get a sense of what you say is important. I think you're starting to get that.
Yes.
Again, as I clear this, you've picked this up. Actually, what's really interesting to everyone, you've picked this up from your father, who's told you not to speak. You know, the old, children should be seen and not heard. That's where this is coming from. So, Beth, I could just say again for me, please, I am present when I speak.
I am present when I speak.
Okay, how's that feel?
It feels solid, and my solar plexus is just expanding, is what I'll say.
Awesome, well done. And Rose, let's come back to you on that one as well.
Cool. I feel present when I speak.
Awesome, that's holding really strong. How's that feel saying that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Congratulations, that's really well done. Congratulations, everyone so far.